I'm really looking forward to tonight because I have something very special waiting for me. But first, content. When I first started my review series of Tokyo, I've kind of been dreading reviewing Shibuya and Shinjuku, mostly because I just know I can't cover everything here. So currently, I'm on top of Shibuya Parko. It's one of the shopping centers here, where Joey also had his nonsense pop-up shop. But at the top, which is a free view, and a little park here, you can see Mount Fuji on a good day. So here are some of the highlights, which I'm gonna tell you as soon as the wind stops. If you like to take aesthetic pictures, there's Sakura stage nearby, which has like nice trees and light fixtures, especially during the night. Of course, you got to get the view of the Shibuya Scramble, even though it's not as interesting as you can. If you want to get a good view of the Shibuya Scramble, like from the higher above, there's a Starbucks across it, but that's not the best place because it's always full, so you can go one floor above it. But on top of Starbucks, you have the paid lounges. They're around 1,600 yen, which is $10, but you can stay there for a solid hour and you get free food. Well, it's included in the price you're paying for it, but it's free, plus drinks. If you pay 1,000 extra, it's unlimited alcohol. What's up with that? Look at the passers-by on the Shibuya Scramble while you're drinking your drink. They're poor, they're below you, they're lesser people. Are you recording this? Because I'm cutting this out usually. Okay, this is too cold. We're heading to a less windy place. Also have the Shibuya Sky, which is one of the viewing platforms here. The only downside is because it's so popular, even though it looks good and you have a very good view at the top, you have to reserve it at least like a week in advance. Currently, it is January 26th, and the earliest time right now to book it is like February the 3rd. There's also Shibuya 109, which is like a huge shopping mall, and at the bottom you have a food court where we ate like the age-old fries, but I haven't really been to it much, so I don't know how to recommend. There's the Chris's bar that's nearby, Lost Bar, but it's quite touristy, so unless you come quite early as it opens up, like 2 p.m. If you're watching it like months after this video came out, I assume it's much better, so you can come whatever time you want. And there's a Piss Alley nearby, which is just a lot of traditional foods. Could be interesting. It has a nice vibe to it. One of my personal favorites is the Miyashita Park, which is the rooftop park of like a shopping center. It has a pop-up cafe in the inside, which like circulates every couple months. And at the top, you have a statue of Hachiko, which a lot of people don't know. So if you can't get a picture of Hachiko at the Shibuya crossing, well, you can get one there. There's also climbing there, but I haven't tried it, so I don't know how it is. Nearby, there's also Yoshi Cola, which is very handcrafted cola. If you're interested in that, it's a bit spicy, but it's fine. And there's also quite a few things that are sprinkled a bit too far away, so it's like annoying to get to. Like Janai Coffee, which is a hidden bar. You go in there, you think it's a coffee shop, but no, the bookshelf opens up, you go in, and it's quite cool. You have Bar Trench, which serves really great cocktails and mocktails. And you have the Starbucks Roastery, which, I mean, I meant to go there for like a year because it's supposed to be great, but I haven't gone to even a single time, and I feel like I'm not gonna go to it because I just don't care that much. And now we already traveled to Harajuku, the fashion ward. Here we have the Meiji Jingu, and I really love the huge torii gate there. Next to it is the Yoyogi Park, the biggest park in Tokyo. But I feel like it's not really about the cat cafes, the otter cafes, the snake cafes, and not even about specific shops, but the overall vibe here. Just going through the main road, seeing everything on each side, trying to survive as there's literally no room here, as it's, I think, to my knowledge, the busiest street in Tokyo. At least that's how it feels. And if you want fashion, this is the place to come to. Not even the main street, but just one street past this, you have tons of unique small shops that have the coolest clothes you've seen in your life. You think your clothes are cool? No. Those clothes there, like at least double as cool. And half the price. Depends on where you live. It could be like double the price as well. And I just couldn't do this place any justice at all, to be honest. It's all about the vibes, you know? It's all about the vibes. What's your vibe?
Sad, depressed.
Don't lie.
Straight, so heterosexual.
And because of Maria, I just discovered this place, which is underneath Harajuku. It's just like one floor of artist stuff. The stuff you see at Design Festa, but it's not like Design Festa. And it's not the stuff, and it's a store. And then Shinjuku, where all the nightlife takes place. Usually I'm editing the vlog during the night, so I haven't gotten too deep into it. Neither do I care that much, though I know that some of you do. But the go-tos, in my opinion, are the Golden Guy, Not even for drinking, but just because it looks so interesting. It's like very cyberpunkish. So if you like taking pictures or just literally condense Tokyo, then that's a nice place to check out. There's the cat video where like the 3D cat that like pops up or does stuff. You have the Godzilla and the 2D cafe. Also, Sweets Paradise. Eat as many sweets as you want for like $12. You have like half an hour or an hour, which is insane. And if you go there, you're kind of crazy because like the quality isn't like that good. And one of the highlights here that you can see behind me, the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building. You can go up there during the day up until like 5 p.m. for free to get a good view over like the Tokyo, and during the night it has like the world's biggest projectile mapping show, I think. Currently the Godzilla show is going on, but it's only on the weekends. And honestly, I think I'm gonna call it wraps on the series here. I feel like I don't have that much left to contribute anymore, and making this series also kind of showed me that it's more about the vibe than the locations themselves. Like, yeah, if you go to Asakusa, it's about the locations because there's just not vibe specifically, but if you go to Shinjuku or Harajuku, it's more about the vibe. It's more about like just walking around, discovering places on your own rather than being like, okay, I have this place to go to, we gotta go there, that's it. But again, if you have recommendations, if you have like places you feel like tourists have to go to in Shinjuku, Harajuku, Shibuya, let me know in the comments down below. So if anybody's looking at the video, they can know like, oh, this is a cool place that I might want to check out. But as the very final thing, we are heading to Bar BenFiddich. By some luck, one of the viewers, one of you guys, reserved it for me without asking, which is a bit weird, but like cool. I don't know. Thank you, Edmund. Dang, appreciate it. Let's see if it's actually worth it. Top 15 in the world. We'll see about that. Even before it gets a 9 out of 10 or something. After 9 months of waiting, we finally did it. Bar BenFiddich. How was it? And I don't want to say it, but it was like pretty 7 out of 10. It feels like you're going to a restaurant and you get the most eco food ever. Like, you know it's good. Everything was handmade. Like I assume they got the strawberries hand-picked. Everything was marinated by itself. It was so special. And the drinks themselves were like very simplistic in a good way, where it's like you only have one ingredient and then one spirit. And since they're so good, they should, you know, if you're an alcoholic, it just tastes great. But because I'm used to, you know, the taste experience in Japan, this doesn't really add up. So the question is like, at what point does the raw ingredients outweigh the taste itself? I would say not here. It wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad. It's just that the buildup of 9 months was way too much. It wasn't worth it. Better example, ramen restaurants. Waiting 2 hours for ramen just to eat another bowl of ramen that tastes like ramen. It's the same thing here. 9 months of waiting to get a cocktail just for it to taste like another cocktail. I would rather go to Mixology Akasaka or Memento Mori. Definitely better. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.